Welcome one more time. This is precision trading. Okay, I'm Divine. That's my real name. So this is the weekly time frame. Like this. So I've already analyzed the chart. So this is not a, will I say, a top-down analysis video. This is like a breakdown of the analysis already done kind of video. Yeah. So this is the weekly time frame, and from the weekly time frame, what I always do is I just try to make sure I'm focusing on the current price movement, because I trade intraday, intra-week type of trading way. That's the way I trade, not like intraday, like intra-week. That is, I project how the next weekly candle is expected to go, the direction of the next weekly candle is expected to go, and I just trade only in that expectation. Yeah, I don't try to hold it trade for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, depending on the kind of setup. There's a kind of setup that I will warrant, okay, holding for the next week to see how whether the market is going to keep pushing. But those kind of trade comes once in a blue moon, to be sincere. So I don't want the video to be too long, so I'm just going to try to make it to be like maybe 5 minutes. I don't know, perhaps. So this is the weekly time frame. So first thing I do is I try my best to focus on the current market behavior, the current price action. Now, from this area here to the current place where price is, that's where my focus is. And then I'm keeping my eye to pick point higher highs and higher lows of the particular time frame I am in, because they will help me identify the market structure also. So this is one of the high, and then there's a low down there. But for the meantime, I'm going to focus on these small higher lows, higher highs formed by candlestick patterns or weak rejection. Now, you can see where I take my first line, took second line there. You see the way price is reacting right there now. Now this line right here, wait, let me tap on the line. This line right here. Now let me change the color so you can know. Yellow. Okay. Now that line right there was taken from as a result of this point here. Let me pick this up. It was taken as a result of this point here. This point here. This is where it was taken from. Then this one was taken as a result of here to here. You can see the market spike into an area right here, and then you see the market just reject from there. So when I came to analyze the market, because people do ask me, how often do you reanalyze your market chart? At least whenever I just take a trade, if I lose a trade like 5 times in a row, I tend to always reanalyze my pair, because I mostly trade just GBP USD, just GBP USD most often. Yeah, so I kind of just reanalyze it to make sure that okay, maybe I have done a mistake somewhere on my analysis. Maybe that's why I'm hitting that stop loss, because yes, most of the times that is the reason for hitting off your stop loss. If your analysis is not correct, most of the times if your analysis is not correct, you end up putting your stop loss in the wrong place and the market will spike you out. So, but there's also other reasons why the market might stop you out too. There are also other reasons why the market might stop you out too, but I'm just telling you that this is just one of the reasons. Okay, so I took 1 point from here, then these 2 market point reaction. They can see this spike right here and this spike right here, and then this spike down here. These are just areas. Now I have my reasons why I picked those areas, but I'm not going to be explaining those ones in this video. That one is for another day or another part. So normally the market is currently, I should be selling. I get them based off the weekly. I have to be selling. But we need to understand that the fact that the market direction is bearish does not mean that we are only going to have just selling opportunity. In a bearish market, we can also have buy opportunity. So you just have to open up your mind or make a trading plan for yourself that says, or you say to yourself that I want to trade only in this direction, or some of us that will say, okay, if I see buy, I'll take, regardless of it being a sell market. And if I see sell, I'll take. So what you just do is you can just say, okay, if I see sell, I'll go heavy on a sell because I know the market direction is sell. But if I see buy, I'll go very soft and slow so that the market, because I already know that the market is not bullish but rather bearish. So I'm going to go very easy on buy, but I'm going to go heavy on sell. Yes, that's a nice idea too. So let me just jump to the daily because time is already going. This is 5 minutes already. So this is the weekly. Normally when I want to do my market analysis, all my charts I make them black. Like all these candles are usually black. Wait, let me show you something. Just like this. Like this. This is how I do my market analysis. Just like this. So I can focus on price reaction, price action, and candlestick formations. But let me change it back because this way is for people that upgraded, people that understand that or so many things. Because if beginners see that kind of thing, they might find it difficult to understand certain candlestick that I will be calling. Let me change back this yellow line to black. So this is the daily price action. Now we have to be selling, but now you need to understand that market is already on a, let's say, as on a support area now. So now here is the daily. Now we have to sell, but we need to understand that for us to sell, we need to make sure that price is already set for us to start opening a position. Now I'm just going to zoom in. Now this is where I took for the daily. This blue line right here is the daily support and resistance line. So the blue line is for daily support and resistance line. Now this is where I took this area right here, there, and then you can see the consolidation on that area, the breakdown back to this blue line, then the tap back into that weekly area, and then you can see the meltdown. Market have been selling for since the 20th of October for like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, approximately 9 days, nothing less than 9 days. Market have been selling from up there to here, which is a huge amount of people. Somebody that might have entered on a Tuesday, right here on a Tuesday, enter stop loss based off a lower time frame and then hold the trade and depend on it. Then another person that would have entered on a Tuesday again, right here. Now I have a reason why I'm saying on a Tuesday because I something I know. I know you are seeing it on the chart already, but there's something else that I know. That's why I always say on a Tuesday. That's why I'm saying this on the Tuesday. But that one is not something I'll just give out. No, I'll not give her that kind of info like that. So now let me zoom into the current price point. Okay, so now this is Tuesday, this is Wednesday, this is Thursday, this is Friday. Now Wednesday spiked into our weekly support area right now. Thursday spike there, Thursday close above, Wednesday close above, Friday close above. Now that needs to tell you that regardless of the weekly say, and this is a new month say for that matter that we're into. Last month closed as a bearish candle, which means we should mostly sell this month. But regardless, price on the support right here on the lower time frame of daily, not on the monthly. So Wednesday close above that black line, Thursday did the same thing, Friday even closed at that. You can see Friday closed as a doji. Yeah, it's a doji right there. Now that alone should explain to you that wait, why did the market Wednesday close above there? Normal thing. Thursday, same thing. See, something is not fishy. For Thursday not to have closed below the low of Wednesday, Friday does the same thing. Now for some of you it's normal, but based off the way I analyze, if I was not even trading based off support and resistance, and I was trading based off another, because there's different style of trading. I get it. This is just one of the ways that I analyze the market. There's many ways that I analyze the market. Sometimes I don't even need to draw support and resistance. I'll just trade based off a certain method again that I know. But this style of trading helps me also. Just like the combination of all of them together. Yeah, that's what I'll say this particular one. This one that I'm explaining now is. So when Thursday close inside the low of Wednesday and Friday does the same thing. I know that okay, wait, something is fishing. You see, every single time we spike above that 1.31400, price keeps going closing above for the past 1 2 like 3 days now. For some people they'll say 2 days, no issue. That's Thursday and Friday. Yeah. Now this is Monday. I cannot be shorting like this. Like on this Monday, seeing price action like this on a daily time frame on this my support area. I cannot just be shorting on Monday. Just for the meantime, like just seeing daily like this. For me, I'll mostly wait for Monday to close bearish, and then Tuesday I'll say, okay, yes, it will start finding short positions. Or I'll start looking for the opposite direction, for the market to move in the opposite direction. That is, buy back to this my area as a retest, and then we can start heading down. I get in. Like, let me do something. Let me explain to you. That is, I cannot be expecting that Monday or this week can push up back into this area, or maybe I just push up back, then next week can spike us and then we can start selling that kind of stuff. So that's what I'll be expecting, that kind of thing, for the market to buy up back into this daily support on resistance, and then maybe we can start selling from there. But the market can still make it back to this other black weekly line right there. That is the resistance point right there. So let's go down to the daily. Let's go down to the 4 hour. So this is the 4 hour. Okay, now this is my 4 hour. Let me just change the chart. Okay, I'm doing this analysis from my phone, not from my laptop. So this is from my phone. So you can see my two trend line. Now, most times I don't like using trend line because to me I don't mostly use trend line. I don't find the concept of trend line too interesting. But it works. I get it. Everybody is different. Everybody is have their own pattern of trading. But to me, I don't find trend line too interesting. But most times I just draw them to make my chart look sexy, that kind of thing. But most times, because I mostly take my trades based off a support and resistance area, okay, or will I say based off certain other things that maybe I will not talk about it in this video. Maybe I'll talk about it when I get to a lower time frame. So this is 12 minutes already. I wanted to make this video 10 minutes, but seems like I have a lot to say. So this purple zone right here is the 4 hour area. This is a trend line, okay. This remains the daily point. This is the weekly, and this is the weekly, the two black lines. So now you see this is a Monday already. The market just opened last night. This is where the market opened, I think. Yeah, Sunday. Now this early morning we have this bearish candle here. So many people are short and their stop loss is up here because they're like, okay, the weekly says sell, we are going to sell. Yes, it's possible, but what I always do is I try to make sure that whenever I want to say, I don't just want to, I'm not jumping in on a market that is already selling. I always want to make sure that the population of the trades I'm going to take are entered at the point whereby the market is still preparing, and or what I say is now ready to start heading exactly to that direction that I'm anticipating or speculating. Now let me go to the 1 hour time frame because there's not too much on this 4 hour time. Okay, so now the 1 hour time frame, the red lines you are seeing are my 1 hour zone areas. Okay, let me remove this line right there. Yeah, so this is the 1 hour. The red lines you are seeing are just support and resistance areas of 1 hour. So we see as I use different colors and tools for different time interval. Yes, so I also use the volume indicator sometimes, depending, but it's not too valid, but it's valid in a way. But I will not talk about that one yet. It's valid in a certain extent, that if you understand a certain concept of market section aligning with that volume stuff. But no, I'll not give her that one like that. I'll just preserve that one talk for later, perhaps. So last week I was short around this area right there. See right there on this red line right there. I was short with, let me be using an arrow too, so that people can. Okay, so this red line right there, I took a shot right here last week. That's on a Tuesday. So I've entered that shot right here, not based on that trend line. No. not because of that trend line, but because of another reasons. But I didn't enter that Tuesday right there, 7 o'clock dot. That's not have taken that shot. My stocks are being bruised off this area right here this week right here, but I didn't. But I later took the trade here during New York sessions. 1 o'clock dot I entered, and I kept my stop loss up here. And I went out here around here. That video is even on TikTok or Instagram, one of them, sha. So right here, I went out right here around here. So I was thinking, okay, the market might bounce up back here and then like spike me back into here and then take out this purple line. Are you getting? But if I wake up that early morning, that was around 7. So it was already 7 here, around here. So the market has already flew. So I was waiting for the come back here and then I can join. But the market was coming back. I took a buy here. So I took a buy around here because of this double bottom based on 15 minutes time frame. Sha. I took a buy around here and then my stop loss was below this week. So I was going. Then I saw that the market is like coming back. I was expecting to just run through here. No need to come back to test this neckline because 5 minutes I've already done that. So like I anticipate the market just keep running to tap into here. But as I saw this candle coming down, I went up on that trade position, sha. I didn't drop that one video, sha, but so when the market didn't get up there, the market was just coming down. I just let the market go because I just closed out the trade position. So right here was another point I was anticipating, but I did not trade on a Thursday and I did not trade, neither did I trade on a Friday. So that is it too like that. So let me explain the current price action that's happening down here. Hold on. Wait. See that area is a 1 hour area. This area right here. So I'm on the trade right now. See the page, just give me a little bit. So my anticipation on this 1 hour time frame was like, okay, with the market now everybody looking to short, but I was like, okay, with the market come here and bounce or replace and then take us in, bounce, and then we can see the buy up here, and then we can see sell down, or we can then buy to the daily support area or 4 hour support resistance area. So what happens, I'm just watching the market. So this is 7 o'clock, this where 7 came in, took out Asian high. That's nice London session. Market came down, took out Asian low. Now the market is reacting to go back up. If you go to like the 30 minutes time frame, you can see what the market is doing. This is the Asian low. This is 1 o'clock right there. This is Nigerian time. This 7 o'clock, 7:30. Took out Asian high, took out Asian low. This bullish engulfing 1, 10 o'clock, bullish engulfing 2, 11 o'clock. Now another one is happening right there. That's my entry. So now it's starting the market to get up here, then come down for retracement and then buy and keep going. So as the market to, if the market come down here, then I know this is not going to be the low of the day, and the market is going to stop me out, and I know we're preparing for the market to come here, maybe bounce up, any other thing. But for the meantime, here's my target right up here, around here. Here's my target right up here. I get in. So I'm expecting the market to buy from here. So you can see my entry was from that end candle right there. This was my stop loss, and this is the market running already. Yes. So let me go to like the 15 minutes time frame. Let me go to like the 15 minutes so you see something. On the 15 minutes time frame, this is what I saw, like a double bottom, and I was already in already. Everything's kind of cover up this week, but see the small retracement and then see the buy. Some people can buy now, put their stop loss around there and buy, and depending on who is trading at the current time. So that's just it. Is a 1 is to 2.30 is to 1, 40 pips target, 78, approximately 18 pip stop loss. So that's just it. The market to, so I'm just trying to catch only the buy move of the market for today. That's what I'm trying to lay my hands on. So let's see how the market is going to go. Thank you.